Yeah, that sign. Alpha, how do you do
Hard,
that?
bro. That is hard, bro.
What's this?
Ah,
What
the
the
fuck.
That's pan. Pan.
Pan.
Nepali ma pan.
Pan.
Pan. You know pan.
Right?
Pan.
पर्यो
Baka खेल्छु भन
Hey,
हो
Alpha, कसरी गर्छ?
भएको रुमाल
हजुर
लाई हामी
बका खेल्छु भन हो बाका
That
खेल्छु
is
भन
pan.
हो होइन आउँछ भने खेला हुन्छ म स्ट्रिम हेर्छु भनेर के ल ल चाँडो बोल हौ
ल,
आउँछ भने
ready?
म
सीओ के
हाम्रो
गयो
पनि
क्रस गयो क्रस गयो
क्र्यास
जापानिज केटा हो के छ
जाको तात्याहरू त भयो
छिटो दाइ छिटो छिटो
पड्किन्छ बिस्तारै बिस्तारै
That was clean, man. Holy fuck.
फेरि बाका आउँछ होइन
स्ट्रिमर र कास्टरहरू छुट्टै च्यानलमा बस्छ नि म पठाइदिएँ त
स्टार्ट हुनु पठाइदिनु न भरे
ए ल
बाका दाइ खै बान्ची
डाकी
म गएँ
यो बाका
अन्सु डिस्कर्ड नि सेपरेट हान्छु त
ल को मलाई त देख्छ नि त डाकीले देख्छ होइन कसले देख्छ
म
को
मला सीओ कल अनि बाका
बाका छैन ओके ओके
ए अल्फा भएन त यो कसरी
त्यो गरिबो
ओइ केन मलाई पठाइदिनु
अहिले यत्रो बोलाए है
अब उनीहरूलाई न अब अर्को तिमीलाई पठाइदिनु त ल
बाल पानी पर्यो गाइस
ओइ मखरमलाई किन पठाइदिइस् ए ला सरी
मलाई पठाइनि
मखरम हेलो ओ नो
एक बज्यो होला होइन
ल म नि निस्केँ तिमीहरू गर कास्ट त ल ल
I mean,
मलाई
why go on to you know you see?
ल म दर्शन
गर्नलाई
गरेर
नम्प्याड चाहिन्छ भने नि।
That's why.
Numpad?
You guys cast like you
Ah,
guys
yeah, I
do.
need
You do
numpad.
cast.
I need numpad मेरो किबोर्डमा छैन भने
No, I don't have numpad.
But how poor are you?
No 60% keyboard हो नि त
Yes.
Don't worry bro my keyboard $200 man
No, it doesn't have a numpad though.
What do you mean trash?
Oh, properly
I
cast.
also have 65%.
Follow गरेर आउँछ है तिमीहरूलाई
Yes,
ल म टाइप हान्न आएर त्यहाँ man
follow like दङ्गलको पर्सपेक्टिभ फलो गर्न
Ah, yes.
यस यस ब्र्याकेट युज गरे है मक्रम यु फलो
sir.
दङ्गल ओके
Yes sir Oh shit
दाइ
Vivash
र त्यो टाइमर
Reina Ainst a lot
ओ भइसक्यो नि भाइ
Okay. Let's start then, shall we?
The map is
Yo,
open.
Discord.
Yeah, it is a set, and the attackers are pretty sure on what they need to be picking it, as they just straight up picked Arena on Breach.
The defenders are still taking their time to decide what kind of comp they want to run in this map.
ओ माम्पाका लिङ्क पठायो रे हाम्रो टिममेटलाई के हो यस्तो
यस्तो भएन नि त यस्तो त भएन नि त ला हो भएन नि त
Done very second. And yeah, the attackers have already just prepared their comp, while defenders are scrambling to see who's gonna play what.
That's a really controversial pick. I would expect Alpha to be playing Reyna, but my god has picked Reyna.
Select your agent.
You did say Alpha picking Reyna from yesterday's game as well, where it was competing with Riri in terms of kills, as those two were the kill leaders for their respective teams.
Both teams to be running attacking heavy lineup.
However, the defenders there, they seem to be a bit more aggressive with their picks because of the Raze and Omen.
The defenders might have better defending comp here because even the Raze is a duelist, the grenades do impact and utility for defending.
And those do deny quite a significant area and stall the attackers from pushing onto side carelessly. You need to be really careful when playing around that nade.
I'm guessing Riri is going to be leading the attackers here, and if they have the confidence that they had from yesterday, I feel like they're just gonna 5-man rush aside. And it looks like it's gonna be the A
And
side
it
this
seems
time around.
it seems like it is gonna be the case, as they are just trying to direct their attack towards A. Of course,
Alpha's
we
recon
reached
that
A.
should... Yep. So Alpha's recon that should be huge here. Should be able to spot everyone.
Smoke's down.
So let's go out.
Attackers moving in towards the A side.
As Rain picks off Rakusama, he moves in, dashes in forward as Alpha is backing off, waiting for his team to group up a bit as he's trying to take his side. Sage does wall off Heaven there as the defenders are trying to break that wall. And they will break through it. See Riri on the side. Reyna, Dane trying to get that kill, does get killed instead by Riri. My god.
Last player standing.
And the attackers, they're just not letting the defenders retake the site as bodies just fall left and right.
Just as we expected, the 5-man rushed A side here, and even though Alpha's recon dart was able to give some info, it did not help their case at all.
It was a good attempt, however, the attackers were just too aggressive with their push as just instantly took sight and just held it. Not
I really
even
like-
letting the defenders retake it.
I really like this confidence here from the attackers. Now they're moving on to the B side. Again, another 5-man rush here.
They want to show this aggression towards B as well here, as Breach is crashing the defenders. Really does go down. Flashes probably land. Rain does get a double kill, one on side and the other, both on the same spot actually.
Now a 3v4 situation for the defenders
planted.
here. And too favorable for the defenders. All
Going for that
taking
flank,
this
Palau
weird...
taking off.
Last player standing.
Rain
Pretty comfortable round for
as
the
Palau
attackers
gets
there.
double there. The attackers, they are really finding their groove and they found their rhythm with this strat right here.
They're also able to save a lot of guns, so they're going to be moving into this round as a bonus. But Paul still running that Bucky might be at a slight disadvantage here. Doesn't seem like he's going to be upgrading to a Vandal.
However, it is a Sage, so when it comes to holding
Careful
angle,
here.
or, holding flanks or trying to just defend, a Bucky might be pretty good. Really, with
Again, the attackers 5-man rushing.
just pushing through. My god, this time around he's trying to save his life and back off, trying to make sure that he provides his team a fair chance. However, he will deny him that as he picks him off. Defenders trying to scramble through. They're trying to go Heaven. Most of them are at Heaven while the Sage is near God. All 4 of them are here in Heaven. They're very grouped up.
4 versus 5 retake here. Might be a little bit chaotic for both sides here. Dane trying to break through from Gardens into the side, gets a kill on in Generator onto Sage.
Rain
1 versus...
Rakusama does get the kill onto Lao, however, Rain is there to just trade for his teammate.
A bit of a chaotic round there, but the attackers are able to secure that round. And well, it was their
chaotic,
bonus
buddy.
round.
It was chaotic, but you didn't notice the attackers just really taking those trades.
Yes, and not to mention they won their bonus round, so they're going to be able to move on with a better economy than the defenders here. The defenders gonna have to. I don't know, man. The defenders are fucked.
Defenders need to think of a new way. Properly get the stride back, get this momentum under control.
Their
You do know
economy is
that
messed
it's
up.
an A-rush, however, Rakusama was not in for quite the surprise there, as he does pick off Ryu while Laho does get out there. Dane does pick off Laho at guidance, as he does not see the crouching Sage while Ban or pick up Heaven on Heaven there. My god, sneaking around, he was under Heaven, he gets the kill on
One
the ball.
enemy
He's
remaining.
hungry for more,
Spike
he
down
gets
A.
Bench as well as Alpha picks off Rain.
They were not aware of my god hiding under Heaven, and he was able to sneak into Generator and clean up the attackers. There's quite of a technical pause here, as Rain has disconnected, and we would like to stop the players from using no clip.
Yeah, as it does seem to be very illegal.
I
Or
mean-
at least in terms of the rules here.
The defenders were able to break the attackers' momentum here, and they should be able to recover their economy. However, the attackers have won 3 rounds in a row, so their economy is still going to be pretty decent here.
Although it is going to be a bit
Okay.
difficult for them, as they did get they got
Daki,
caught-
Siyog
they
like
got
के भयो?
caught off guard there.
So while
Go
we're
check on
at a
his room.
technical pause right
Where it
now,
go?
नजिती
It
भाइको
seems
अप
that the
कतिमहरूको एकजना याफ्के बस्छ
internet has gone out, and
हाम्रो टप ट्र्याकर गयो माय गॉड एफके गो
I mean, we know Omen can TP, but we didn't know that
हैन
Omen
हैन
could
हाम्रो
face
टप
the
ट्र्याकर
walls.
गन्छ तिमीहरुको पनि टप ट्र्याकर जानु
I mean,
पर्छ
I guess you just
त्यसरी
use
काउन्ट
assault
हुँदैन
then.
Yeah, so while we're at a technical pause right now, what do you think about the current patch?
Current patch, it is. I mean, I like where it's going, where it's more gun oriented rather than being about abilities, as the abilities
Hey,
are
Chitra.
getting quite the kick to their mouths, as their prices are just getting. Like
but
that.
he's on him.
Also, what do you think about the new agent? KO, I think it's pretty overpowered currently.
The new agent.
Khoi, da-
KO,
Daki
of
आयो
course,
भने मलाई।
because he is a new agent, he is going to
म पनि
be
घोष मोड अन गर्ने
quite
कसरी
powerful
गर्छ
at start. However, as the team
नगरे नि के
do
भइरा
play around and as the community figures out the bells and whistles to that agent, I feel like KO will be under control soon enough. Although that suppression, that signature suppression blade, that's probably gonna need some tweaking there, as it does provide a lot of value.
I mean, KO is an agent that is supposed to counter other agents, right? And other agents don't
Yeah.
have suppression abilities, so I'm guessing moving on forward, pro teams are going to be running KO on both sides. So
I wonder if benefits of suppression blade will last that long, as Riot has kind of ruled out the use of
प्लास्टिक
the
कडा
agent
यार यो के हो यार
quite a significant
स्ट्रिक्ट
time.
हुन्छ भने
you also have to consider the fact that KO is probably one of the most versatile agents, maybe alongside Reach or Omen. Omen's a
Of course,
better
he
example
has
here.
that flash. He has the
Molotov.
suppression. He has the molly, and he has a pseudo Sage / Phoenix kind of ult.
Yeah. That versatility is going to be really helpful for any team. Not to mention, it also lets individual players shine, as they're allowed to do anything, really.
And they won't be stopped by just utility in their way. However, this does not stop already going abilities though. You don't win?
Towards the double one. Well, Looks like Rain
Anzu,
had
call
betrayed
back
everybody.
key.
Zooming? No. Oh my god, I wish we had a sponsor.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
sponsors.
take a slight nap before the game starts. Please ping me in Discord once the game begins.
I think it is about to start though.
Next to like also gameplay the heading, right? Bro. How do you do it? Cheats my god.
Yeah.
Damn.
Right, so we are underway with round 5.
And if you
As-
notice, the attackers are just alternating from sides and 5-man rushing.
Although this time around they are missing their jet, their proper entry fragger.
Like they know that they're better. And with this confidence, they're just
Eyes
gonna
up.
rush into the side.
Alpha is here, ready with his recon bow.
There's so much the
Wow.
recon dart can do against the 5-man rush.
And there's a Valley, he spots 2.
Shock dart missing and not doing any damage.
Explode by the stage. Slower. As Lao does push in, gets Alpha, but Kenma does pick him off in the end there. Riri takes out Kenma, Shed there, as they're just pushing on his side. Riri just
The defenders-
on his side, he's trying to clear it out for him. Rakusama goes down. Dane trying to make things work there, and he will get the kill onto Riri as he shuts him down.
The defenders were able to rotate quickly, but it doesn't seem as though. But Dane gets a double kill and brings back the round around for the defenders. And with that res, it's currently a 3 versus 1 for Rain, who is AFK.
La,
So it doesn't
bizarre.
really matter. Well, that was pretty climatic, I would say.
And that
From a
was
2 versus
such
3
a
situation.
clean play coming from Dane that has just shut down the opposing entry fragger.
From a 2 versus
Falling
3
up the double shell as
situation
well.
You were a bold.
to a 2 versus 1, where the last player remaining for the attacker is AFK. I mean, if you look at the map while the round was going on, the defenders were able to make a swift rotation, but the attackers were able to frag them, taking trades
The Tigers
and
were able to
move
open up the
side.
site. That is for
Up
sure.
until Dane gets the double kill.
Yeah, and Dane just brought it back for his team there. And the attackers, they're trying to go for the A1 and the A rush now.
Like Dane is just really good in these clutch positions.
And it's gonna be a duel here between MyGod and Riri there, where MyGod does take a bit of damage as the attackers are pushing in.
Launching smoke.
I want to do this quick
Coming
as
in.
it is a rush. However, they are
Omen.
getting stalled by the defenders' utilities, an Omen Smoke and a Sage Slow Orb, which is making them contemplate a rotate here as they are backing off from A.
But defenders also have a read here and they're moving towards B side.
They're moving back to their positions here.
Looks like the attackers are moving to take mid control here, really taking the lead here. Trying to get a
Kenma
pick
trying to
on-
scout it out for his team here, but the wall will break.
Looks like they're doubling back
Alpha.
towards A side.
He did drone from the CT, and he did see Paul as he tagged him with the Alpha, who does push in into Garden, getting a double kill. As the Alpha does take Banj out, this is all Dane taking out Rui out once again, this time on Garden. As Lau is already on site, Paul there to back him up from aim main.
30
He does
seconds
see
left.
the gun there on Kenma.
Down and
He
out.
does miss a few shots, but he gets there, he gets it in the end. And
Last
Dane
player
from
standing.
short gets the double kill
Spike
onto Lau
down
and
A.
Paul.
And all of a
And-
sudden, the one has been round by the defenders.
And Dane, he's just been playing so well. This
10
couple of
seconds
rounds.
left.
Has just
Similarly
shut
to the
down
previous
attackers.
round. Similarly to the previous round, Dane was able to catch the attackers off guard while they're planting, and it's been 2 rounds in a row. Constantly.
Again started with the entry fragger dying.
What an insane jump shot!
And of course, Valorant is about precise gunplay, as we could, we could see from that example right there.
Hatched, by the way.
course, it was patched, and yeah, and as elaborated by Dane, there it did prove that.
यो टाइमरको बाइन के मलाई थाहा नै छैन भने कि चिटबाट गरेर गर्ने हो त्यो
Ah, yes.
bruh. I mean, if I were the attackers right now, I would definitely report Rain for griefing. But I don't know about you. Well, what do you think?
Round 7. No, I'll just roll it back.
Again, the attackers just alternating between sites, but they do seem to adapt pretty well. Because in the previous round, they were stopped by the Sage Slow Orb and the Omen Smoke, and they quickly went back to a default position. So it looks like even though they do not have a solid start strategy at the start of the round, they're able to adapt as the round goes on.
And there seems to be some... What is here? As our admin is enforcing the rule of
दाइ मेरो त हेल्थ पनि आर्मर पनि अचानक झ्याप्पै गयो नि त बुलेट एक
Yes,
खाएर
returned.
लास्ट चला यार यो भएन
मैले अब मेरो हिलिङ पनि सकाइदिएँ के ल
What? What?
It's rolling back. It's rolling back. Same round, Minza. Same round, Minza.
Wait, that's a thing?
Yeah, that's the thing. You can roll it back.
Bro.
Same round.
Sick.
Same thing. Same round, same thing. Same round, same. Same round, same thing. There.
Need a drop. Thank you.
Looks like Riot knows what's up.
ब्रो थाहा छ अफ पनि थियो
It was off now.
Goyo.
as Teams are ready to do this now.
Gotta love party chat.
This time around, they're going back to A. Yeah.
भनेर त भन्नु गर्नुपर्छ नि साथ त क्र्यास आयो भने
This time I think they are trying to go for a quick push, as the stage this time around is at mid here.
Maybe they suspected that defender stream sniped while the pause was going on.
Of course.
Well, the attackers moving
Still
in.
inside.
They took a rush onto A, as Breach does commit his ult here. They do not know
Yeah.
Kenra hiding around the corner.
Get three!
The defenders, oh my god, and then he picks up the stragglers.
There might have been a slight miscommunication from the attackers because that is a common spot, but no one decided to check that corner.
And Kenma took full advantage of that fact that I just got that triple onto the attackers.
And by exploiting the weakness of the attackers' composition because they do not have any intel-based agent there. I mean, if you remember yesterday in the split match, Kenna was consistently able to get double kills while
And he's
playing
able
as
to
an
really
anchor
hold
position.
the site.
Well, the attackers moving on towards A side again. Sage
Defenders are
peeking.
prematurely started to rotate towards B as Kenma does go back. However, he does turn back around to go towards A. My god, Bubby. He's really there. He's trying to go for it. Rain does push him and gets the kill. As the attackers are trying to push onto side here. They see Kenma.
Oh.
Rain takes him out with that crispy headshot.
That was insane. But now in
And
a
the
3
defenders,
versus
they're
5.
trying to gather themselves properly before the attackers plant here.
Spike planted.
As Banch is in the smoke here, trying to play a bit sneaky.
In a bit of an aggressive position.
He does get the
Gets a
blind
kill.
off, but actually he does not get the blind off, but still gets the kill. Rakusama is trying to
Last
push
player
through.
standing.
Banch will get him again for a double kill there. Alpha does take out Rain and moves on to take out Lalo as well. He does see there's someone in guard.
Oh! The Alpha
He
was
is
able to pick that 3K.
overwhelmed at that point.
He was able to get that 3K down though, hurting the economy of the attackers a little bit. But Banch with that Spectre just getting the impact frags,
Just
preventing the
catching people
defenders
off guard.
from retaking the site. How'd you even pronounce his name though?
I'm going for Banch.
Banch.
I'm not quite sure myself as well, but
You know you could just
I'm
call
gonna
him
go for the
Banch.
first half and just say Banch.
Banch. Add an O on that. The attackers moving on.
And Alpha does back out as he knows it's a rush. He's
Right
trying
now.
to make sure he survives properly for his team there as he does get the kill onto Lao. Lao does get the kill onto Bench as he was aiming for the stage. He moves on to Riri, but it does get catching off.
not kill my ally.
Just, oh my god, those resurrections are. Yeah.
Last player standing.
Nice flash from Rakusama blinding both players. And defenders did a solid retake.
Weapon here.
Just blinding the attackers and just making space for his team to just push and decimate the attackers there.
The attackers were making a risky push, running in towards Alpha's meat grinder Odin. They were able to trade him and take the side. However, Rakusama with that insane paranoia blinding two players in A side.
And finally,
B
the
side.
defenders have a lead in this half year.
Breaking that momentum on the fourth round definitely seemed to help them.
The Guns do seem to have the momentum here as their economy is way better as 3 people survived from last round. So they're moving on to this round with better guns. I've seen right here with Rain trying to ult and go in. It really does get the headshot onto my god, but my god does kill him off. Bench does see he is very low.
Vishal being committed into the site, and the attackers have been able to take control of the site. Rain moving up towards under, and Dane is moving up towards garden here. Sneakily pushing towards the
He's
side.
trying to make it work here again as he does get a kill onto Paul. He knows
droning in.
there as Alpha does give info for his team that there's someone on site and
One enemy remaining.
Main. However, do they know about this person hiding on site? And they do, as Alpha does get range.
A bit of BM coming in from Rakusama.
Rakusama is just complete hyper right now. So Arrow finally comes down. Actually, it doesn't even get to come down. So now the momentum is completely in the defenders' favor here as they've managed to secure a two-point lead here. Along with winning their rounds in a very dominant fashion. So the attackers, they're trying to make their strat work of just rushing, but it doesn't seem to be going their way.
But might be able to get a kill here.
And tags Rain.
Well, Rain will be
Paul
healed
does
by
heal him
Kate.
back up.
No armor though. But the attackers are still chilling outside of B, really moving up towards mid, and
Trying to create
the rest of his
some
team are
opportunity
following.
for his team.
Alpha committing his ultimate, but not anything out of it. Kenma pushing up and getting a kill.
Gets Rain, gets Paul as
Spike
well.
down mid.
With that headshot. He's trying to go for more. He doesn't know where
Yeah.
the spike is, and his team is rotating onto the spike as they want to defend this and they don't want the attackers to get this.
One enemy
Kenma does
remaining.
get
Careful here.
blinded by the Rakusama, but Rakusama does pick off his band.
Well played there.
Low.
It was well played by the defenders. Even
Last
though
round
Alpha's
before the
Hunter's
switch.
Tree wasn't able to connect, Kenma was able to use that as bait and push up towards B main.
He was
Catching the
really able
attacker
to
off
use
guard.
that. Yeah, he was really able to use that space and just that opportunity that he had to just decimate the attackers there, just catching them off guard.
I didn't mention the attackers are able to adapt, but last round they weren't able to adapt. They were caught in limbo there.
They were trying to do something interesting there by going to mid, but didn't have enough time.
Kenma going in aggressive, getting a kill.
Double headshot on the Rain as well, as he does take him out as Banj takes out my god.
Revealing area. There they are. Out of charges.
Shout out for his team there. He does know there are still people in A main.
Rakusama
attacker,
preparing
they are in a
that
very tight
paranoia
spot
for
here.
his team.
They're in a tight spot as they're contemplating whether or not they should go for this push, and they might just they might as well, as Sage Orb just runs out. Rakusama misses his blind completely there, and the attackers know that Yeoman does not have a blind this time around. You see the drone. Azuri does take out Alpha there, even though Alpha saw the attacker's coming.
Riri's
Dane trying to
going to
sneak
contact
a kill in onto Riri, and he will. Azuri, as he's peeking the
30
corner,
seconds
just
left.
takes his head off.
with their carry down. Let's see what the attackers are willing to do here. But looks like they're moving towards the B site with no one from the defenders holding the B site.
rotating.
But it looks like the defenders do have a read and they're rotating towards the B site here. But they should be able to get the plan down.
10 seconds left.
Position as Dane is slowed on market here.
Spike
As
planted.
Node goes in. The wall does not quite work
One
on him
enemy
as
remaining.
Paul just gets
Last player
headshotted by
standing.
Rakusama. And Rakusama going for the double as he avenges Dane.
That stage wall actually helping Rakusama get the height advantage. Like Star Wars, you know.
Paul got bamboozled by his own wall there.
Switching
That round was
sides.
a little chaotic. Kenma wasn't punished for pushing a five-man attacker comp. I mean, like, I don't know. Kenma would just ran into their spawn and killed 2 people without any consequences.
Now it's going to be interesting to see how that aggression will play off in the attacking side as sides have switched. So let's see if Kenma does keep up that aggression here, as he is trying to take the lead and take the charge for his team here. They're just grouped up on B.
Risher looking to go for some early aggression, but little does he know that he's going to run into a 5-stack.
Bench.
Nice
Stun
job.
off that.
Stunning
Stunning 4
2 players.
people, however, he will miss his shots, but he will get valuable information for his team there, as he does know that a lot of people are just rushing into B. People will rush into B as Dane and Kenma are on site as Dane takes out Bench. Kenma trying to go for more. He wants CT there. Lau does get Alpha. Dane going for the double there onto Lau. He does take out Rakusama as he moves in from market there.
Spike
Dane does get the
planted.
plan off. However, he's one-on-one against Zuri there as
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god, does take out Reed there.
Somehow the
Reigns
attackers
on
are
his
putting
own.
it back into
Remaining.
1 versus 2.
Make it one-on-one as he's up against my god now. Sheriff against a ghost. Damage-wise, this should be in range save as it has tagged him once, but my god, with that headshot, that's just that crisp headshot just gets Rain there. Catwalk.
Good utility usage from the defenders coming in. They were able to molly right as the attackers were moving into the site. But somehow, despite all of Riri's effort, the attackers were able to make it convert the round for themselves.
And they were able to deny the retake and just probably defend their spike.
Looks like Alpha is tilted. He's decided to throw.
It seems like Alpha has made a declaration to throw, which we will see how it goes as his team is pushing onto side as 4 people just pushing on as Alpha is backing them up. They find the Rain on generator there.
down
Riri
A.
finds Dane on site. Alpha does rush Riri and gets the trade for his teammate.
Spike
Forces
planted.
that trade. And the attackers have this site completely under control. But Lau does get a surprise kill onto my god as Paul takes out Kenma. Rakusama is there to trade.
One enemy
Teammate
remaining.
out as Alpha does get a triple as he just gets the defender dropping from heaven like they're just clay pigeons.
I mean, considering the fact that the defenders were on eco, I think they did a pretty good job to damage the attackers' economy as 3 players now have to buy up this round.
However,
It looks like Lau has been doing some
the
training.
same for the defenders as well, because some of them did buy SMGs the previous round, as Paul will have to save, along with Lau and Banch trying to go for a half buy here.
I mean, Lau's molly kill was pretty hilarious last round. But Rain hiding in the corner there. Will Kenma be able to scout that out with his
Will
bot?
Kenma know his own tricks is the question here. Kenma does push in. He does get killed by Rain there. And Rain picks off. My god.
No, attackers are still looking to commit into the A site here. The recon being committed. But the defenders have already rotated onto the A side here.
And all this utility is making the attackers question if they want to go into A, and the answer to that is going to be no, as they will rotate into mid here. And
But
just
looks
to
like they're
check,
double
Banch
backing.
is going back as he's rotating to CT, and he might not actually take the peek onto mid here, as he's just going to B and just checking B. Wow, he's trying to follow
Scanning
up
ahead.
for him, as he will see that arrow from Alpha. Lao is not detected and Alpha has no idea if Lao knows or not. As Lao just sneaks up on Alpha and gets him.
The attackers taking control of the site, but are they aware that Banch is there? They are not.
Spike
And he
down
gets a
B.
frag onto the spike area.
And
30 seconds left.
let his entire team know where the last attacker is. And it's just coming back. They're trying to rush Dane, and Rain will get the kill. And I like the trick that, and I like the angle that Rain held that, as just gave Kenma a taste of his own medicine.
I mean, that looks like an attacker run because there were 3 people inside the B site, but Banch there hiding in arches kills 2 people and secures the round for the defenders.
Even though he was allowed to breach, he was able to play very sneakily.
Dude, imagine having prosthetics. Well, attackers
Seeing
are
prosthetics like those are gonna be awesome.
True. Attackers are moving on to the B
They're
site here.
slowly trying to go for this. They're not trying to go for a rush. Lao is gonna get spotted by the recon ball there, but he will get a kill onto my god, as Rakuzama will get Lao there. Banch alone on site. He's trying to just stall this push while just using his utility, but he'll get stalled
Rain
as
coming.
Rain flanks him from behind and gets the kill onto Alpha. He's backing off. He's got his value. He has instilled the fear onto the attacker that's trying to onto
remaining.
Dane and onto
Spike
Rakuzama as he
down
gets a
B.
headshot on the spray transfer. As Kenma is making his way through mid, he's running away from Rain, but Rain is kill on me and he wants to get this kill. He gets the kill onto Paul, but Rain is there to pick off his quadra.
Really well played from the defenders. Rain's flank securing the round for the defenders. It probably caused them to panic as they were crunched from both sides by the defenders.
And it completely disoriented the attackers as they had no idea what to do, as they were just scrambling on where to go, what to do, which problem to deal with. They were just getting sandwiched.
Rain's patience was rewarded there as he got 1 kill and he was backing off, because the defenders already had the man advantage, but he was able to get 2 more kills out of that. But now the attackers are moving on towards the A site, and
Rain is again on a sneaky spot.
this time on the high ground though, with the recon dart coming in and giving the
Detected
information.
by the recon ball. Down. He will get a kill on Kenma, but my god, is there. Oh, Dane does pick his teammate back up with the resurrection.
My god, taking an aggressive position,
Wow,
looking
look
towards
at
the
the Panther with his ult. And they do know that, as the defenders do know that there's someone defending there. Reyna will use his flash that Banch will get the kill onto Kenma, as Kenma's ult will not able to get anyone. Really will get the kill onto Dane, as Banch apparently killed himself with his aftershock.
Well, now a 2 versus 2 situation, and Paul, not aware that Rakuzama is under heaven, the attackers were able to win that round. And I mean, Kenma was res, but if Kenma was able to land that Ray's ultimate into heaven, I think that was gonna secure the round for the attackers earlier on.
For the attackers.
Thanks.
Yeah, but with that Rosa ult, it gave the defenders a chance to bring back the round, but no, they weren't able to.
There was an unintentional self-killing there by Banch. If you notice, with the
aftershock.
aftershock. Again, trying to play this slow as it has worked out for the attackers here. They're going in. They see Lao onto Shed. Lao does back off. He's trying to back off on his side, but Kenna is there to pick him off. He will not let him run away. As Dane gets the kill onto Bench as he's distracted with the boom bot. Alpha over there watching flank gets a Riri.
Well, let's sneak
Spike planted.
into Kobe. This might be huge here, but all he has
Last player standing.
And my
Okay,
god,
never-
we'll see him and pick him off as Rain is now on his own with an AWP and a Blade Storm as he gets the first kill onto Kenma. Now, is he gonna try to clutch this, or is he just gonna try to save the AWP? But he has the first kill onto Kusama, but this clutch. He's trying to move on.
Blocking sight.
He's trying to check the side properly, but my god is there to just catch Rain. A surprise.
we were
And the
hoping to
attackers
see
are
a
now
Korean
on
jet.
match point.
We were hoping to see a Korean
Gun
jet
here.
there, but unfortunately we weren't able to. And if you look at the defenders comp, they don't have a Sova, so if the attackers just slow walk with no one peeking aggressively from the defender side, they will have no information at all, and they were punished for that. The attackers were able to pincer the side from stairs and from
They know
grab.
the opposing team's weaknesses and they're playing to it in a very intelligent way. As now they're just saying, screw it, we're just gonna go and rush as we will back off. As he doesn't want to get picked off. He will
They
get
coming
picked
towards
off.
Ben.
He will get damaged down to 20 HP.
Oh!
He gets my gosh with a smoke and just sprays down A main and
Spike down A.
A.
Last player standing.
The Guardian doesn't miss shots. That punishes him for it. Really get a second.
Now Alpha, the last one alive.
Is
Can he
off.
do it for his team? A 1 versus 5 ace clutch to bring the defenders or the attackers the victory. Can he do it? Does have his recon slowly moving up towards main here, but is he aware he's not? Paul trying to beat the shot here, and well, he just wide swings and ends the round.
And it seems
What? Hello? Hello? Oh, I thought my audio went. I thought my internet went. Like, is it solo casting time? Well, the attackers are moving on towards the B side here, and Riri is looking to peek B link with an operator. Hopefully catch Alpha outside here. Alpha really fucked out, not spawning anyone. Really getting the pick onto Alpha as expected. But the attackers are still committing onto the B side, but an aggressive play from the
Spike down
defenders,
B.
catching them off guard here.
Cutting their vision.
My god, getting the trade. However, it's the 2 versus 3 situation now for the
Still
attackers.
in sight.
The attackers moving on to
Last
the side
player
here,
standing.
but Paul with an off angle, catching my god off guard and dropping the spike. Kenma now in a 1 versus 3 with plenty of time, but the defenders are not giving them anything. And with the perfect crossfire, the defenders bring that round. The score is now 12-8. Well played from the defenders there. Playing a little bit aggressive this time around, and were rewarded for their aggression. And let's look at the economy here. The economy looks grim for the attackers now. They're going to be ecoing this round and are looking to rush towards the A side. Rain going to peek towards main here, spots all of them and runs back into Jan here. The attackers are aware that the defenders are aware that the attackers are moving on towards the A side, so the rotation is already in. And with the utility usage from the defenders, the attackers have decided to move away from the A side here. Michael's still in this aggressive wine position, maybe looking to catch some aggressive defenders off guard here. But the attackers are moving on towards the B site, and the defenders seem to have predicted this and are rotating towards the B side again.
Out of charges. Out of charges. Scanning ahead.
The recon dart from Alpha whiffing there. Flash from Breach, but the attackers have been able to move into sight. Excuse
Spike
me,
down,
not.
B.
Only Kenma has been able to move into sight, and Riri has been able to stop the attackers from moving in. Kenma does get a frag onto Breach, and the attackers now have control of the site.
30
Kenma with
seconds
another
left.
Rosa ult, missing Riri there. But the attackers do have the site and are looking to plant the spike anytime soon.
Deploying drone.
But the defenders have pincered them onto the site, and it looks like they do not have any breathing room to plant the spike here.
Last player standing.
Rakusama being spammed from stairs here. Alpha
10
now in a 1
seconds.
versus 3 situation. Can he do it? No, he can't. Defenders playing aggressive here,
Game
not
1,
giving-
kill 1.
Not giving the attackers any breathing room to plant the spike despite having control of the site. I feel like the defenders have got a groove of how the attackers are playing now. They're able to predict the movement of attackers pretty well now, making perfect rotations. But now that the attackers do have a buy round in their hands, let's see what they are willing to do. It looks like it's a similar A rush here, trying to take control of main. Rain holding this aggressive position, moving forward, catches off My God, and is able to get away with a pick there.
Kill my allies.
However, Dane with the res, bringing it back to a 5 versus 5 situation. And it looks like the attackers are looking to come into the site. Sova Ultimate being used to clear out the Gen position, but it has missed Riri, and Riri will be able to be posted up with the operator from Generator. Knowing that the Hunter's Fury has been whiffed, the attackers are moving on towards Catwalk. Instead of rushing, 5-man rushing from main, they're looking to split push from Catwalk and main here. Paul with smart utility usage, stopping the attackers in their tracks here in Catwalk. Paul getting the pick onto Alpha and getting away with it. And Dane here trying to look
Imposter kill.
for a frag
Last
into Guardian,
player
and he
standing.
does. Now in a 1 versus 4 situation, seems very unlikely to win the round, and the defenders do pick up the round. It looks like the defenders have been able to get 3 rounds in a row now, and their momentum has been carrying them towards the overtime that they're looking for.
Hello?
Yes, Om?
Am I back in this thing? Okay, I am back in this thing. Okay. I apologize for my connection there.
stressed
Was
right now.
being very, very buggy.
Dude, I feel so stressed right now. It's like, where's my duo? Where's my carry?
Thank you for handling this. Well, at least until I got back here. And the defenders have seemed to made a comeback here. As Wellington made a comeback as well.
Lau has his ultimate, is looking to use his ultimate to the attackers,
God,
and they're all
Lau
grouped
gets it.
up! No, he didn't use his ultimate. Why?
Ooh, my God! Yeah, he was trying to get a kill on a surprise.
Spike
gun.
planted.
Too bad.
I got seemed to have forgotten that running and gunning has been nerfed. Other than that, aggressive position is
he
difficult.
follows it up with a kill onto Riri there.
One
Oh,
enemy
he's gonna kill
remaining.
onto Kenmaz, he fries him.
Alpha getting 3 kills from that aggressive positioning. Now really in a 1 versus
On
3
his own
situation.
Now, as the attackers do seem to have this in the bag here. Rain, he has to clutch this as it is a match point against him.
Blocking sight.
This match here. Rain trying to make an aggressive play there, tries to get the kill onto Dane, but he will get shut down. As the attackers will go in and take this.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
What?
어? What?
What?
And
The game's continued!
this game.
I would like to announce that we have now switched to a CSGO format, and the first to 16 is the one.
First to 16 is gonna take the game.
The score is now 13-10, and the attackers have broken the momentum of the defenders here and are looking to secure their match point.
I have
Everybody know?
I want to deal with this enemy.
Oh,
You're on this game. Thank you for watching this match here.
Defenders 5 stacking spawn!
One enemy
And
remaining.
Rakusama with the double kill alongside Kenba.
As they're trying to find Rain as this AFK mid.
They have taken control of CT spawn and are looking to plant a spike at their base to end it all. So that they will never be able to spawn again.
As this blow up the opposing team spawn.
Using every utility to stop the defenders from spawning. And Alpha with that insane wallbang to end the game there. Somehow losing despite having the lead. Man, I can't do the serious casting. I can only do the meme casting. Fuck.
And for those of us watching the stream, thank you for tuning in. And